be chilling tonight. I need to feel tonight, man. Hey, man, where my radio, man? Yeah, let's go. I need you to turn that up. Jamming tonight. Turn on the radio. You and I turn on the radio. Yeah.
Pull the way up like we in a club. Fly flashy, grown classy, so turn it up. Saturday mornings, no walk of shame, we fresh up. 950 lounge, that's my guilty pleasure. I don't miss my favorite show, I put everything on hold. Work the baby, even the babysitter know. When 950 come on, don't bother. I'm locked in 10 to 1, no problem.
Turn on the radio. You and I turn on the radio. Yeah.
If you've been following this 950 journey, if you've been around for the almost 4 years, she was here way long time ago, and she came in late.
She was a brunette.
She popped in, and it's funny because she brought some like swag stuff, and I happened to see somebody had their phone up at another show, and it was like, wow, that's from Bianca's company. So that's been laying around here for like 4 years. But she's back now. She's doing some amazing new things, and I'm so happy to have her. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 950 Lounge. Way overdue, but I'm glad she's here today. Bianca Marie. What's going on, darling?
Thanks for having me.
Let the clap die down, so you can talk.
Some of these guys just don't know how to act around beautiful women. Casper going, oh, how many losing his words. And you don't act that way around Shirley.
We said beautiful women, right?
Oh! I ain't going there.
Yo, Rashad, you gotta give him an outline on that one, Rashad. You got to.
But Bianca, welcome to the show. You've done a lot. You've made a lot of changes since you last was here. You now have your own brand, and you're dealing with accident insurance, injury, personal injury.
Yes, I would like to say I give a voice to the injured people.
Talk about that. Now, obviously, in a city of, 10 million people in New York, you get a lot of issues, work comp issues, a lot of accident issues. Talk about what you do and how you help the common man.
Well, first off, I want to stay away from any immigration questions.
Oh, I'm not going to give it.
But there are.
I don't want ICE coming
No
to see
green
me.
cards.
But there is a large injustice in our society, especially with people that come, from different countries that, don't speak English. I'm bilingual, so Spanish, English, and I seem to be good in this community where I can help people who don't know how to, put into words how they feel or how somehow they've been, in an unjust situation.
A voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
I don't even know where to start at. I got 1,000,005 questions.
Well,
I
start
need
with
legal
one.
advice. I don't know.
No
if
injustice. He gonna say,
one.
"What was you doing at 8 o'clock last night?"
No, I'm not gonna say that.
You like alcohol?
No, I'm not gonna ask that question either.
I do. I love champagne.
Oh,
We know that. I follow you vicariously. I see your movements.
Don't carry
online.
on.
But go ahead, Josh. You have a real question for me?
Yeah, all right. So one of my situations I have is driving, right?
Oh, Lord.
So you're driving and you get pulled over. What do I really have to give the police?
I mean,
Story. No.
I know I gotta give them a story.
Some money.
I mean, if you get pulled over and you have nothing to worry about, then, license, registration, that's the norm, right?
That's the norm.
Do you feel like you shouldn't give those things?
Sometimes you want to know why. Do they need to address themselves? Like the little questions, the little pieces that not everybody knows about.
Well, we live in a dangerous society.
Right.
So if you're stopped, there's usually a reason. Let's stay away from any racial issues right now.
Nobody said nothing about racial.
All right, my tints was dark. My tints was dark. That's why they pulled me over.
That's a problem. New York State has regulations on tints.
I thought she was gonna help me out here. This is not working out to my favor.
I thought you had a PBA card.
I have a few of them.
What that mean?
That doesn't help you when you get pulled over.
DWB. Driving while black. I'm sorry.
In a black car.
With black
with
tents,
black
with black
tents,
seats,
with black
with
people
black
in it.
people in it.
It's all
It's
black.
a done deal. It's a done deal.
Sorry, son. It's 25 to life. No, I'm joking, Bianca. Let's get back to Bianca Lakai. We're talking real questions, not your person. She's not
But it
on
is a-
retainer
but
right
it
now.
is- it is a real
Now,
question
I
because
have-
people need to know these
I
things.
have a question. I just started getting into the stock market. Do you also the lawyers of financial
I mean,
situation?
I don't think that you would need a lawyer for those kind
He
of
might,
investments.
because Bianca, you don't know how rodeo plays the market.
But
I
there
want
are
my money.
there are financial advisors.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
would
I've
definitely
been
recommend that.
reaching out, to get a financial.
Talk about your journey. You come from, you're from Brooklyn. You come from humble means. You started out again.
I'm still in Brooklyn.
I know you.
The good side. of
Born and
Brooklyn.
raised.
Listen, you gonna let me
She
talk?
said it though. She said it right though. I'm still from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
On the outskirts.
I live.
Brooklyn
no,
done changed a lot too.
Yeah,
But I'm saying you've grown. I mean, you've really grown from just when we first met. You was just doing some stuff, and now you own your own business. Talk about that growth as a woman, as a professional woman. Some of the things people, we've seen a lot of things play out in media now, where things are starting to come to light. But talk about your journey and your growth to become a president of your own company.
I think that when I was working for, I have a long history in law firms, but I had someone who was a mentor to me, and he pushed me forward, and he kept pushing me to be a better marketing person, and I evolved. And when you can bring business in, and you see the type of money that is being settled in court for helping people, then there's some screws in your head that start to turn, and you become a butterfly.
Push to the money.
Yeah, I mean, listen, money's important.
The money is
Money
I don't
always
think it's
matters.
always about the money, because you like to help people.
I like to help people,
Right.
but there is a social gain.
Of course, and
And
nothing wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong with that. I think that our society has oppressed women for a very long time, and men have been the breadwinners, and I'm happy to take over that role,
What, now that you're an entrepreneur, when you in the room, do you feel intimidated, or you look at me now? I'm here now.
No, but sometimes, I don't want to, but I feel that other people are intimidated by me, especially women, because I'm very outspoken. I like
Stay
to,
away from my man. Now,
I have never been in a situation to go after anybody's man.
okay.
Okay.
They come after.
Now,
Let's
you
just clear that.
we didn't plan this, but Casper mentioned about his car experience. You said you had a car experience.
It was
Not
a
like
Uber.
his, but you had something where you was little.
I mean, even walking my dog sometimes is an issue. Yeah.
Wait. Whoa,
Where in Brooklyn are you?
Yeah.
Spread love is the Brooklyn way. So talk about before we get to the dog thing. Talk about the Uber thing. What happened there?
So I had got into an Uber, and the guy was asking me some questions, and I was answering. I tell him that I work, with lawyers, and just a little bit of what I do for business, and he was just like, show me your boobs.
The Uber driver?
While he was driving?
While he was driving.
Oh, he wants you to
Wait,
put him
wait.
in the mirror so he could see.
I mean, listen.
Wait a minute. You have his info. He's got yours.
Yeah,
You can grade him.
I can grade him.
Right, and he still asked that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
He turned down his Uber career for you, huh?
I mean, I wouldn't want to put anyone out of a job, but
I would have. Listen. You should have put him out of a job. That's disrespectful.
I mean, like I said, you just need to know how to handle the situation. I mean, obviously, this guy just
So
didn't
did
know.
you get Brooklyn on him?
I did a little.
a little or a lot.
He probably ain't nowhere to be found no more.
I just feel like,
Jimmy Choo in his eye.
some people just take me the wrong way. If you're being friendly, now you're being too friendly.
Right.
Right.
So,
Now, let's talk about the offer. You obviously Uber, but how is that in the office? And I don't mean this to be, just want to come out and say it. Is you ever find like where you have the issues with disrespect? Like where, okay, listen, I'm a president of a company. I'm not going to apologize for how I look and how I'm built. But do you have that problem where people, it takes them a minute before they respect what's coming out?
I think a lot, all the time. I think that people are quick to judge me because I like to be sexy. I mean, I'm Latin.
But we don't mind that here.
You can't help the way you look. You can't.
know, and I use that as an advantage too. But you know, it's definitely hard because people do think like, oh, look at this like stupid hoe.
Wow,
As
but
soon
you
as I
know
walk
what?
through the
Get
door.
that.
But,
Of
but
course,
you know what?
100%.
But you know, you was just honest because a lot of people like because you are beautiful, but they don't say, "Oh, I don't use my beauty sometimes to get ahead." You was just honest about it. You know,
I
And
will
it's
take
nothing
it to
wrong.
my full
It's nothing-
advantage. If
So
I
you
know
don't-
I
you
can
don't
get
pump your
somewhere.
own gas when it's
No,
a
I'm
gas
sure
day. I
that-
know you don't pump
You
your
go to
own
full
gas.
service gas stations, I'm sure. We're talking to Bianca.
I don't
Lacayo.
drive. I don't drive. I have a driver.
Where's
I'm
the
a little
driver at?
bougie.
He downstairs?
He's downstairs.
Oh, wow. Okay. Damn. Yeah, you should have picked up Chico. Well, you
You could have helped Eddie back in the
I
days.
should
You know what I'm
have.
saying?
I should
Would you have
have.
helped Eddie on crutches
Of
if you saw
course.
him walking,
Of
trying to
course.
make
Nah,
it down
leave
the
him
block?
out in the street. You don't know Eddie like I know Eddie.
I mean, that could have been a good case.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, definitely.
His falling in there. The thing on
Now,
his foot.
again,
Yeah.
you do with personal injury. Give us five tips on, you know, what people should do if a guy gets hurt. Like, obviously, I told you my whole Sears story. I wish I would known you then. I'd be rich right now. I'd be like, I'm
Yeah.
rich.
That would have been a premise case.
I coulda
Anything that
used
happens, yeah, and a work related.
Right.
Yeah,
But give
would
us
come.
5 tips where if somebody gets hurt on the job or has an
Well,
issue.
let's start with a car accident.
Okay, let's talk about that. Yeah.
So when you're in a car accident, the first thing you should do is you should go to the hospital.
Lay dead.
Okay.
That's the first thing
Yeah.
you should do. The second thing you should do is follow up with medical treatment. A lot of
Therapy?
people, yeah, I mean, whether it's therapy or just going to a regular doctor and explaining to them what happened to you. I always say that the last thing you should do is look for a lawyer.
Really?
Yeah, because you want to know what's wrong with you. You know, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks to find out if that pain is still recurring.
Well, what about this? A lot of malpractice. Like, you know, I was in a little fender bender last week, and I'm glad they didn't call you because I'd be in trouble right now. But I'm just saying, from a standpoint, if is the insurance and the legal industry looking into that? Like, somebody stops short, and you know, people are driving looking to get rear.
I mean, we're known for that. You know,
Right.
we're a no-fault state, so we're known for like insurance fraud.
Right.
And the type of people that I help are usually like big money cases, anything that's $1 million over. So I don't deal with a lot of soft tissue accidents.
So you gotta have like death or something crazy like that.
I mean, unfortunately.
No whiplash, huh?
Like tractor trailers. Those.
I mean,
type of-
is it really worth it to you? That's the 4th thing in my list of 5 things.
Okay.
Is it really worth it? Like, are you really injured? You know, is this injury recurring? Is this a lifelong injury? Also, insurance policies come to play. Yeah. You know, you don't want to get rear-ended by a Toyota Sonata
But let me
or
ask you.
whatever. I'm sorry, I don't even
Sure,
know
What
what's
laugh.
the
about,
maker.
what about those insurance policy like only up to $50,000?
And that's all you're getting.
Yeah, so
That's all you're getting.
If
She ain't
you
messing with
oh, but you wouldn't deal with if you know it's up
No,
to
of course. I mean,
50,000.
soft tissue accidents. I mean, there are people who have been in car accidents that,
I
unfortunately,
think we all have here been into
Yeah.
a car.
and I mean, sometimes you still have those aches and pains.
Now I do. I back in you remember 07.
I think the
somebody,
statute of limitations is past you, Roddy. I don't think she can
Really?
help you now.
Well, it's 07.
I think you only
I
have
had
3
surgery.
years.
Sorry, Roddy, it's a wrap. You feel better now after the 3 years. I feel pretty good still.
aches even more.
Now, Be Legal Corp, your new business. What's the goal moving forward? We're actually coming down the wire 2017. You started this brand. You're helping people. You're doing some phenomenal things. What's the next step for you? Grow it out of different states. Where do you see yourself going business-wise?
I mean, anything that's a no-fault state would benefit me because this is really what we do. But construction accidents, construction workers, those are definitely where the money is.
Really?
Unfortunately.
So the guy that falls 15 stories
Ooh.
down.
I don't know if
I
he'll
don't
be
think he's
alive.
gonna make
No,
it.
I think
Well, his
somebody
wife would
just
make
fell
the
like
money.
14 stories recently in a building
And lived?
No, he lived.
But he's messed up for the rest of his
Well,
life.
I mean,
He ain't
obviously.
sitting at no bar with you.
That's definitely a serious accident. So.
No,
I was like, you got a lawyer?
no sip, no little sip and falls in front
I mean,
of property.
again, you know, everyone's body is different. So I even tell people that have been involved in a car accident, you know, just get checked out by a doctor. Do your MRIs, do everything that you need to do medically. And if you're clear, then you don't have to sue. But if there's something wrong with you, then you should
Wait,
move
hold on.
forward.
I'm sorry. You said if you're clear, you shouldn't sue?
Yeah,
I thought New York, you sue anyway, just to get some
No.
capital gain off of that.
That's not true. That's not true.
I mean, it's not true or it's not right. Which one is it?
Yeah, it's not right.
Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
Hey, you have a question? Because you a homeowner, you know, somebody fall down your
See,
stairs.
but you gotta remember, it depends on
snow
what,
season is coming.
It depends
Yeah.
on what she's actually representing. You just can't ask her all these crazy questions.
Man,
and
he
not know
asking
who
us
she
stupid
is.
questions.
It's
Like,
not
But I think it's
crazy.
important too. If
It's
you're a
not
homeowner,
crazy.
then you should protect yourself. You should have an umbrella policy. You should take those extra initiatives that, you know, of course, people don't want to pay that extra money, but it's worth it. I mean, I own property in Brooklyn, and the one thing I always tell myself is, you know, I will be expecting a lawsuit because
Right.
you just never know.
What's gonna happen?
Exactly.
right?
and you're not shoveling the snow. Let people know where they can reach out to you if they want to use you. And again, before you do that, we definitely want to have you back. Don't wait 3 years again.
Okay.
Because again, I think when the next time we come back, we're going to do a Q&A. We'll open up the phones and let people answer questions.
Definitely.
We'll start a new career for you. You work well already. But where can people reach out to you and
Well,
contact
a lot of my business comes through my social media.
you? Mhm.
So you can reach out to me on my Instagram. It's queenb_BK. Or my phone number. I mean, everyone calls me, so I'm always a one-on-one.
answer, though.
Of course, 100%.
You don't answer for me. Oh, it's just Kevin. He don't know. He just want to talk.
He ain't got no money.
Ain't nothing wrong with him that I can make money off
if
of.
it don't
Bianca,
no money,
my
it
bad.
ain't
I
gonna
slipped
say,
in the
nah,
bathroom
nah.
at the office. Oh, hey, Kev. I'm sorry. But again, thank you so much. I'm so
Yeah.
proud of you.
Oh,
and
thank
your
you.
growth, and you know, it's really great to see you moving. So
See your
continued success and blessings.
Definitely.
I appreciate that.
Thanks so much.
Yo, can I get it in the morning? Every Saturday I be up, know your